Hello again, everyone. This is Louis Setti speaking as the Blue Ridge Reporter on Wednesday, March 14th, 2012. And this time I'd like to talk about Fitch, F-I-T-C-H, a ratings agency, and the country of Greece, and regarding its finances, and also the bondholders of Greece and the Euro and the Eurozone. I'd also like to suggest to you that you can add to your daily financial reading something called the Daily Pfennig. It's spelled P-F-E-N-N-I-G. The Daily Pfennig, published by Everbank. You can Google Everbank, the Daily Pfennig. Chuck Butler, who's the man at the executive at Everbank that writes this daily easy read to bring you up to date with real insight about what's going on in the global financial world. Now, I'm going to read briefly and refer to my other computer, so pardon me for doing so, about this new rating that Fitch gave to the nation of Greece. And basically what occurred was that Fitch had rated Greece as in a category of default. And I think the particular phrase that Fitch used was restricted default. In any event, Greece had issued bonds. And there was much talk about a crisis in the Eurozone, a crisis with the Euro if Greece were to default and could not pay on the bonds, and there would be a catastrophic effect that would affect all the nations in the Eurozone. However, an agreement after many months, even a year or so of meetings by the European leaders, resulted in the bondholders of the Greek debt ultimately being compelled, more or less, to take nearly a 50% reduction in the value of those bonds, and additional financing being paid to the government of Greece to let it get through, so to speak, this difficult credit crisis because of the colossal overspending, socialistic overspending, that had gone on in Greece for many decades. It was so bad that some of the nations in the Eurozone, Germany in particular, were insisting that before any more bailout money, euro dollars, were given to the nation of Greece, that Greece would have to surrender some of its sovereignty so that European authorities could govern Greece to the extent of preventing any more excessive deficit spending by the Greek government. At that point, as I said, Fitch had rated Greece as a restricted default. But now that this nearly 50% reduction in the value of its bonds has been achieved, so to speak, and very significant bailout money went to Greece from the European Central Bank. Now, Fitch is rating Greece as stable. So we've gone from crisis and default to stable. And it happened quite suddenly. So the rating agencies will have you, the rating agency Fitch would have you believe all is well in Greece. By the way, there have been major riots in Greece about the austerity measures that the Greek government is now imposing, in addition to a default on its bonds to the tune of nearly 50%, to try to stabilize its finances. My point in all this is ratings agencies have a dubious public service, because they would make it appear that companies and nations are solvent and stable, or have other laudable ratings, when in fact they are not. The ratings agencies regarding companies are paid by the companies for the ratings they produce. Again, the rating agencies are paid by the companies for the ratings they produce. You know, I would have gotten excellent grades in school throughout my academic career if I paid my teacher for the grades she gave me. You see what I'm saying? So again, when you see ratings agencies that give good ratings to various companies and at this point nations too, there's a need to be very skeptical. There is one ratings agency that I know of that does not take money from the companies it rates, and that's the ratings agency of Marvin Weiss, W-E-I-S-S, Marvin Weiss. You can Google him, you can see his literature online, and his ratings are available, I believe, for a fee if that's important to you. In any event, this is Lou Rossetti speaking as the Blue Ridge Reporter with a comment or two about Greece and the Fitch ratings service.